I'm getting better at switching the camera, right? I'm getting better at it. Let's see. Okay. Did I do it? I didn't do it. Let me try again. All right, here we go. Little cricket. I look like alfalfa. Hey there, it's Mia here. I'll be listening and watching even in the background. You're cooking. Hey, look, this is totally mom friendly. And let me give you my email address, Mia_Redrick@findingdefinitions.com. If you have a question that you want me to answer, this is for you. If you've always wanted to work with a coach, you've always had a question for a coach, or maybe you just wanted to get a sense of me and how I coach my clients. I have never ever done coaching on Periscope, but I'm excited tonight. And this is for you. I am Mia Redrick, the mom strategist. I support moms with life and business success. Over 400 of my clients, I've coached them to do all kinds of amazing things, from, writing books to taking their ideas, positioning their ideas to work with brands, or maybe to get more media attention, or maybe it is to position themselves as an expert or package their products in a way that's more profitable. And so the sky's the limit, okay? And I am here today just for you, right? So I thought it would be really cool. Let me need to cut my email on, so that if you have any questions for me, you can email the questions or you can type them here. This is an open coaching call. It's something that I do with all of my clients who are my core mom coaching clients. And literally, you just ask the question that you want. Do you follow strict routine schedules? I think that that's your downfall. Yes. So I do. I actually believe that the way that I keep myself organized is I use ABCs. Can you define self-care and what routines are crucial for success? Yes, I totally will. Okay, so let me answer those two questions, and then the rest of you guys can ask your questions so that I don't have to remember them, and then you're like, she's got a menopause thing going on. So let me tell you, in terms of my routine and my rituals, I follow a system that I learned from the Franklin Covey planner. It's really great. And it's ABCs 1, 2, 3. So whenever I'm planning for myself or for my day, I literally divide everything into letters. A's are things that I need to do within 24 hours. They're not things I can do tomorrow. They're important things. B's are things that are important, but maybe over 2 or 3 days they need to be accomplished. And C's are things that they're things that I want to get done, but the sense of urgency isn't 2 or 3 days. It's longer out. And then I take all my A's and I number them in the order of importance, meaning in the order that they need to be done. So whenever I'm doing something each and every day, I'm doing my A's first, in order, my B's, and then my C's. And then eventually your C's become B's and your B's become A's. That's the easiest way that I know to be able to plan for yourself. That's one thing. The other thing that I like to do is commit to doing 3 actions for myself each day. So because I'm a mom and I'm busy, I've got 3 kids, I don't commit to doing like 100 things in one day and like 10 things the next day. I don't do that. I commit to doing 3 small actions that move the needle in my life or my business every day. And that has allowed me to be consistent. So if you're struggling, thank you so much for the hearts. And I would appreciate hearts today, guys, because we want to fire it up, right? And we want to let other women know that it is possible to be a mom and be consistent and take great care of yourself. So let me know if I answered that question for you or not. And if not, I'll get back to it. The second question that was asked was about how do I define self-care? So here's the deal. I think that self-care is not maintenance care. So if you were on my scope earlier today, you heard me kind of distinguish between what is maintenance care. Maintenance care is nails, hair, makeup, those kinds of things, going to a day spa. I call those things maintenance care. Self-care rituals are things that I do for myself to refuel myself every single day. And I believe that every single mom out there, every single person out there needs to have ways that they replenish and refuel themselves each and every day. Now, when I think of self-care, I'm also thinking of those rituals, including things that allow me to grow, right? So that might be my business, because I know that if I'm able to do the things that I love to do, then my life is more fulfilling. So I actually think that self-care and honoring your dreams and your plans and your goals, that they go hand in hand. Did that make sense to you? And I actually have one of my books, I don't even know if I have it here, Time for Mommy, 365 Daily Strategies for Mother's Self-Care. It's a #1 Amazon bestseller that I wrote years ago, and it literally is one way every single day you can do take one small action for you. And I find that moms are great at taking actions for other people. We're not so great at taking actions for ourselves, but it's important to model that in your family, to build a culture of self-care within your family, because then your kids grow up with a blueprint of, you know what, you don't have an S on your chest, okay? Right, yes, wow, right, you don't have an S on your, like, there's no secret S under here. This is skin, okay? And that's true for you too. I need to sign on to this email just in case someone decides that you want to email me instead of writing your question here. I'm Mia_Redrick at findingdefinitions.com. And if you prefer to email me your question, totally love that. And please, guys, we want to spread the word. We want to let people know how cool this is, right? I'm doing a live scoping coaching. How can we try scoping coaching? Coaching scoping. Kind of cool, right? Right now. And it's all for you to ask. You can ask me any question you have. Let me know what your business is. If you have a question about your packages, maybe they're not profitable packages. Maybe you're not making the money you want. Maybe this New Year's coming up. Maybe you don't know how to set up your year for success. Maybe you don't know that. Maybe even looking for a digital strategy in your business. You can't figure out what would that look like. Maybe you don't know anything about outsourcing or branding. You name it. I'm here to answer your questions today. And I always say to my clients that got kicked. You got kicked? Did I just kick you just now? Did I just kick you just now? Is it because of what I said to you, what I suggested? All right, so self-care, remember, is what you do for you. And whatever you do for you is what you're doing. Oh, you got kicked off of Periscope. Okay, whatever you do for yourself is what you are giving to your family, okay? Just remember that, all right? So I want to say that to you. I am Mia Redrick, the mom strategist. I support moms with life and business success, and I thought it'd be really cool. I've been coaching clients for over 13 years, 10 years professionally. I've been a full-time entrepreneur doing what I love to do, which is supporting my clients. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool to use Periscope as a platform for me to answer your questions? So, okay, next round of questions. The first two were really good and groovy. And if I didn't answer them entirely, let me know. That's what I'm here for. All right. So otherwise, I'll just jump into it and start talking about some things. I want to check my email to see if I have any questions here. All right. Who's here and where are you from? And let me see if I can get a couple of my clients to hop on also right now. 1 second. Who's here and where are you from? So remember, this call is for you. It is for you to ask me. Orlando's in the house. Wonderful. Hey, Camille. Hey, I just read your email. You can just email it back to me. Okay, so you can just email it back to me. You don't have to fax it. That's totally fine. Okay. Camille just joined coaching program with me. Core Moms Coaching. So I'm excited. Thank you. I'm excited to work with you and support you in your business. So yeah. So I'm getting ready to send an email out. You'll see that I can't talk and Skype. Virginia's in the house. Hey, Virginia. I'm on Periscope. Let's see if we can get some of my clients to come on. Periscope. And I'm going to say, want to join me. Okay, any questions? What questions do you guys have for me? Like I said, I'm Mia Redrick, the mom strategist, and I'm here tonight to answer your questions, and I'm fired up about it, and you should be too. Now, remember, I believe that if, in fact, you have something you want to know, you have a question, but I don't know how to ask, just come up with a way to ask. Hey, Celeste, Core Moms Coaching in the house. Celeste runs an errand service for busy professionals, and you can check her out at, what is it, Go-To Girls? Is it the Go-To Girls? Celeste, type in the name of your business here. She is a wonderful professional. Just boogie, shoot, just ask. Yeah, just ask. Just ask whatever you want to know. There's no perfect way to ask the question, and as long as I can read it, Then On the Go for You. How could I forget, Celeste? On the Go for You, On the Go for You. And it's an errand service, and it's a really great service. If you've never thought about using an errand service or outsourcing some of the things that make your life difficult, this is a great service to learn about. It is literally like maybe you need to have your laundry done. Maybe you sent out. Maybe you need to have somebody pick your mom or dad up and sit with them in a doctor's visit. And you need to find more time in your day. You need to look into an errand service. This is what Celeste does, and it's an amazing opportunity for moms, for busy moms, to be able to, one, if you need a wife, for you, errand services are really great, and a lot of times we just aren't aware of things that can make our lives and our worlds easier. How do I get out of this stuck stage of caring for others and forgetting me? What's the key to looking out together? Okay. So what you have to do is, what I would recommend that you do, if in fact you're not taking care of yourself like you're taking care of everyone else, is first you need a self-care ritual for you. And what I would recommend, I think every mom benefits from this, is 90 minutes a week alone. 90 minutes a week alone. You might be like, what? 90 minutes? And I'm telling you, it'll change your life. I spend 90 minutes a week. I believe that dating is one of the best ways to get to know yourself and anyone else. So I spend 90 minutes alone with myself every week. I date my husband every other week, and I date my kids individually each month, okay? One of the best ways to build a relationship with anyone, including yourself, is to be alone, me time. Self-care is all about you reflecting and being clear on what's best for you. Now think about it from this perspective. How do you decide powerfully for you if you never take time to think about what's important, what you want, right? How do you ask for, hey, Kimberly, a couple of my clients are coming on. How do you ever ask for what you need if you don't know what you need? So sometimes we're like a hamster on a wheel. I used to sing for the Lord, and I want that again. I don't have a minute if any, for myself. That's a story that you've chosen, right? But you can change that story by changing your actions. So you believe you don't have any time, but the moment that you decide and become unapologetic that you need this time in order to show up more powerfully in all these other areas, you will see that there is plenty of time for you to do it. I recommend that moms put themselves on the calendar, the family calendar, just like we put soccer, just like we put baseball, football, or, whatever your husband's doing, golfing, or whatever's going on. You need to put you also on that calendar, and your kids need to see you on that calendar, because what that says is that not only do I show up for you, but I also show up for me. And imagine your kids growing up with a blueprint of a mom that gives them a model that both of those are important. Mom showing up for you, even your husband knowing that you're showing up for you. Now, here's the kicker. Sometimes when we're married, we tell our spouses, we whine, right? We say, I never have any time to myself. I need to have time to myself. And then finally you say, I want to spend every Saturday, first thing in the morning alone, 90 minutes or whatever it is. And wow, true, like a planner. Awesome. Yes, like a planner. Now, here's the coolest part, or here's the challenge. We say we want the time, our spouse hears what we're saying, and you say, I get it, okay. But guess what happens? Saturday comes, and guess who's in the bed with the covers over their shoulders, right? We do these things. So once you make that commitment to put yourself on that calendar, you now got to go and do it, because if you don't do that, then your husband doesn't know that you really needed that time. Okay, so that's really important, that you are accountable to you. If you clear the time, you talk to your spouse about it, or you talk to your kids about you needing that time, you need to go and do something with that time. And I think what you're going to find is when you do that ritualistically, you'll start to feel better about your life. You'll start to feel better about the skin that you're in. And who wants to be married to a mom that's not happy? I mean, not married, but who wants to be married to a wife that's not happy, or have a mom that's not happy, right? I mean, your kids know, right? They do. They know if you feel unfulfilled. They know if you feel resentful. And it's important to give them another view of who you are. And it's important for you to know who you are, right? So you can show up in that way. That's right, girls. Say amen. All right. So I appreciate the hearts. If you guys don't mind, I couldn't share. I don't know. My notification setting on Periscope did not work today. So if you would tell other people to join in, I'd appreciate it. That's whether it's Facebook or on Twitter or here. Amen, right? So it's really important. And self-care isn't really optional. It's about it's non-negotiable, right? It allows you to be the best mom and person possible. And when we're talking about with our kids, right, we want to give them the best of ourselves, not what's left, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? We want to give them our best. I think so. So it's really important. Are there any other questions? Are there any other questions for me? I'm Mia Redrick, the mom strategist, and you can always check me out at miaredrick.com. That's Redrick. Now, I have some incredible clients on the line. Hey there, I'm glad you agree. I have some incredible clients on the line, and I'm saying on the line, I go on the phone because I'm looking at my phone, okay, but I'm not on the phone. I'm looking at my phone, okay, on Periscope, and I'd love to shout you guys out now. Anitra, are you still out there? Anitra Durant Allen is incredible. She's a mom that's taking away excuses. Her business is she is the mom on the move. And what she means by that is she's a mom that actually has two young ladies who are incredible. And we all have incredible kids. How to know if it's really the right time to start a business and balance it with family life. Okay, so here's the thing. This is what I think. I'm going to get back to Anitra. Okay, Anitra, put your credentials here so that we can follow you, okay? Imbalance is your gift. Balance isn't really real in motherhood, okay? Imbalance, okay, Kitchen Killer, good question. Yeah, it is. Imbalance teaches you everything that you need. So if you want to start a business, all right, then you feel that inside of you, now's the right time to start the business. So the imbalance is always tells you what you need, right? What systems do you need to put in place so you can own that dream and do the things you really want to do. You don't have to put anything on hold because you are a mom. What we need are systems in place so that you can do what you want to do and be the kind of mom that you want to be the kind of wife that you want to be, okay? So it's a limiting belief that we believe that when you're a mom that you got to find this right time. It doesn't exist. I have a 17-year-old, 14-year-old, and a 10-year-old. And do you meal plans? Do I do meal plans? And I want to be a coach, but can't leave my full-time employment yet. Where do I start? You start today, okay? I don't do meal plans. I do bulk cooking on the weekends. So I like to cook meals in advance, and I like to bulk cook and split my meals but I do like to cook, and I like to make things easy for myself. So bulk cooking, going to the farmer's market. Now they just closed because of Thanksgiving. They just closed like the week of Thanksgiving was the last week. But I like to bulk cook and do that. And so you can do your sauces like that. You can even do, marinate. If I'm going to do chicken, then I'll put, garlic and basil and I'll do like a nice marinade for my chicken, and then I'll grill that, and then I just split it, put some in the freezer, and then some we're eating with for that week for our salads or whatever, and then the next week, you know what? I don't have to make chicken. So just plan your meals in advance. But there are people who do, a lot of meal planning each and every day. That's not me. I like to bulk cook in advance, get a view of what I want to eat. We eat pretty much the same stuff all the time. My kids are like, chicken, no, fish, salads, easy foods like that. In regards to the question about you guys who, somebody asked a question about they wanted to be a coach and when is the right time. Now's the right time. So I built my business 4 to 6 hours a week. Yes, no slaving in the kitchen every day. Woo. You know what my husband used to always say? He said that he is not, I say, I'm not slave girl Moolah, and he said he's not slave boy Sammy. Okay. All right. So, because life is meant to be enjoyed, right? And if it doesn't bring you joy, you shouldn't be doing it. That's what I think. I think love is actually something you should experience every day. It should be like the people in your life, you should be able to say, I love you. They love you. You're kissing, you're expressing love. Your work should bring you joy. It should be something you love. And if you're building something that doesn't get you to love, it's the wrong thing. All right. That's what I think. And I totally agree with that. In regards to coaching, when I first got started coaching, I built my business 4 to 6 hours a week. 4 to 6 hours a week. Not 20 hours a week, because I couldn't. My kids were young. I had some special circumstance. Preaching! You know that? Okay. So I had special circumstances. My husband was on dialysis for 5 years. He had kidney failure. And so I built my coaching practice primarily 4 to 6 hours a week. I was consistent about building my business during those periods of time. So I knew I wasn't trying to hit 20 hours this week or 30 hours that week. I was consistent to 4 to 6 hours a week about what I was going to get done in my business. And remember when I was saying to you guys earlier, those 3 small actions that I always make sure that I do every day, that's what I do in my business. Invite your friends, guys. This is going to be a great scope. And if you know any moms out there who could benefit from coaching, who might have a question on their heart about their life or business, invite them, right? Because good friends share. That's what I think. I'm Mia Redrick, the mom strategist for you guys who've just joined me. And this is the first time I've ever done a live Q&A scope on Periscope. So I coach my clients all the time. I've coached over 400 clients. 112 of my clients are authors. Half of them are Amazon #1 bestsellers, so I'm excited about that. But they're speakers, they're authors, they're coaches, they're bloggers, they're vloggers, they're brand leaders, they're influencers, they're physicians, they're PGA pros, they've done everything. So I'm excited to support you today. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for over 10 years, and I'm excited about it. And I always feel it's my responsibility to support other women who are moms with telling them how they can be at home. Because don't you want to figure out how you can own your time? I mean, it's a choice. It's not something that everybody wants. But I know for me, being able to pick my kids up from school when I want to, or being able to take them to school when I need to, you know what? That is something that really gets me stoked in my life. And if that's something that you're really excited about, then you're going to love everything I'm up to. And I suggest you sign up for my newsletter at miaredrick.com, M-I-A, Redrick.com, because you're going to love what I talk about, which are life and business success, systems for moms. That's who I work with mostly. The reason I'm so passionate about working with moms is because when I first got started in my business, over 13 years ago, I went to see someone at a small business resource center who said to me, you will never make money coaching moms and combining your background as a corporate trainer. I was a corporate trainer for Citibank for years. And they said to me that, basically what I was doing didn't make any sense, okay? And that, you need to go back to work. And I know that some of you guys out there have unconventional dreams just like me, and people are saying those kind of things to you, and it's discouraging when you hear that. And sometimes we give them our power and we believe what people are saying because we think they're the authority. And now I fast forward 10 years later and I think, he just didn't know, were they wrong? He was wrong. And the thing was, he didn't know what I knew. And I needed to get around a teacher that could help me realize my dream. And so I've been a full-time entrepreneur for 10 years. And what if I had listened to him? What if I had listened to him? If I had listened to him, I would have never gone on to live my dream. I've made multiple 6 figures in my businesses multiple times over. And if I had listened to this man, I would have given up. Because we do that sometimes, right? And it's important. I wouldn't have been able to pick my kids up from school. I really struggle with putting my best foot forward. I think I'm too exhausted to try. Well, is not trying working for you? Okay, so I want to be clear about that. If you got a strategy in your life and it's not working, then you need to change. Okay, you got to change what you're doing. And change sometimes starts not only being a physical change, it's a mindset change. All right, if what you're doing isn't working, if being exhausted does not work for you, if being exhausted is not how you define quality of life, you need to change that. It's a mindset change. I was saying to the ladies earlier that, wait a minute, I wrote the quote down. Someone wrote, who said this earlier? Change your language, change your life. And I was like, dang, that is really good. Change your language and you'll change your life. I have 2 freezers full of bulk meals. Thank you, Jesus. I need a strategy. 6 weeks in business. Yes, preach. Hallelujah, right? Because at the end of the day, I do see that what I do liberates moms in many ways. We have a story. We've learned one way to get things done, but you can have success as a mom. And it is your responsibility to do that. It's your responsibility to be happy. It's your responsibility to figure out what is it going to take for me to be happy. And to accept anything other than that is not acceptable. And if you find that, you've accepted being exhausted, being unfulfilled, and that's your way of doing business, let me just say this to you. You need to change who you're hanging around. You need to get in a community with people who will push you to your light. You need to see other women who are honoring their purpose and excited about their dreams and who are showing up powerfully in their lives. And if you don't have that, it's easy to believe like, oh, okay, this is my life. Shame on me. Shame on you. Change. You got to change how you think. You got to change who you're hanging around. And I'm going to tell you that we are a product of the people we're the product of the people we hang out with, the things we see on TV, and the things we listen to, right? Right. The things we see on TV, the things we listen to, and the people we hang out with. That's our association. So if that's not working, then change it all. Because it's so important and you deserve it. And that's the thing. You deserve it and your kids deserve it. And let's be clear that your children, they're watching you, right? They're watching how you do your life. We moms, we get to create a blueprint for our kids of what's acceptable. What's not acceptable. What can you go for? What can you not go for? What do you settle for? Why do you settle? Okay, we create that blueprint for our children, and we can change that anytime. You guys with me? Anytime. And it's important to do it. And that's why I'm so passionate about supporting moms with life and business success, because so often when you're a mom, people want to dismiss the fact that you're a mom, or maybe you got a mom-centered business and they want to tell you that that's irrelevant, right? You'll never make money doing that. That makes no sense. Makes perfect sense. And you know what? Years later, not even years later, months later, after he told me that, I actually ran into this coach online. I didn't even know what coaching was, life coaching, business coaching. And I reached out to her and went to a live event. And she supported me with building my business, the business that I have today. And this is all from the business that somebody told me this does not work. And what I have learned, and I'm going to say to you, is if someone is discouraging you in some way, or you don't know that something will work, you got to get around teachers that will teach you your how to do it. Not validate for you that your life sucks and suck it up. You know what I mean? Come on. No way. No way. You can change anytime you make a decision to change. Are there any questions for me? Remember, this call is for you guys. This is for you guys to ask me any questions. Now, I never coach live on Periscope. This is the first time I'm doing it, and I'm kind of having a good time, and I hope it's supporting you. Is this supporting you guys? Is there something that you want to ask me about your life or your business? Maybe it's related to maybe you're in business. Maybe you're trying to come up with profitable coaching programs. Maybe it's on branding. Maybe it's how to get media attention. Maybe it's how to package your products one-to-many. Maybe it's how to position yourself as an expert. So everything that I teach my clients in my Core Moms coaching program, the coolest thing is I've done it. So imagine that today. Imagine that someone that's talking to you as a coach has actually done what they're telling you. I appreciate you for doing this for us. You're amazing. You are amazing. And if you create a program, how do you know it's good enough? All right, that's a great question. All right, this is how you know. When you create a program, you begin to create a program first by understanding who the target audience is, because you're not creating a program for you. You're creating a program for a certain audience. And a lot of times when we create programs that don't sell, it is because we created the program in a vacuum, right? We're like, I'm going to bring these things together. You create a program because it serves a certain audience, all right? Who are they? What are their ages? Do they have cats? Do they have dogs? Do they have kids? All right. What are their pain? What's their pain? What's their problem? What do they need from you? What do you have to answer to their pain? That's how you create a program that people want to buy for a certain demographic. All right. So I understand that my programs are for women who are smart. They're sharp. They're entrepreneurial, and they believe in self-investment. Yep. And their pain is that they're moms, but they're trying to figure out how do they navigate sort of that busyness of being a mom and entrepreneurship. How do they integrate the two? And how do they create a business that's in alignment with their life? Like if you're a mom and you want to start a business and you want to be able to have dinner with your family at the end of the day, how do you do that as a mom right? And not be in conflict, right? So you need systems. So I understand that people who hire me, that's what they want from me. So you've got to create programs specifically for your target audience, so that it will support the pain they have, the problems that they have, the things that keep them up at night. Did that answer you? Did that answer your question? And if not, just do a follow-up here, and I'm happy to answer it. I'm Mia Redrick, the Mom Strategist, and for those of you who have just joined me, I'm having fun. Can you tell? Okay, how do you build an email list to people who to know what you do? You mentioned you've published ebooks. Ebooks. Okay, here we go. Well, an ebook doesn't cost much at all. I mean, you can outsource it. You can have somebody write it for you for maybe like $75 for a 40-page ebook. You can outsource it and have it done. And you could you need just a PDF and a PDF and a graphic for the ebook to put it online, and then you need to go somewhere like Lead Pages to do a page where people can come and buy it or download it for, if you're selling it in some way. So I would say under $150 you can have an ebook up, or less. Really, it could be less than that. My first ebook I did for it's 40 pages. I outsourced it. Somebody wrote it for me. I gave them some key points of what I wanted in it, and they wrote it for me, and that ebook made $88,000. That's when I was hooked to digital products and strategy. And there was another question that I don't know what it was, because I should have wrote it down or something. So you're gonna have to put it there. I want to help women become frugal and reclaim their life. And where do I start? You want to help women to become frugal? So are you thinking that you want to help women with their budget? Okay. You love to write. Okay, then write your book. So you write your ebook. Now you cut out that part, and then all you need to do is get the graphics done. If you outsource it, you can have it done by somebody in India. They can do your squeeze page or your one-page promotional page, $40 in 24 hours. You can get almost anything outsourced in India for $40 in 24 hours. You can have it. So that's not even a big issue at all. And I think a lot of times as moms, we're trying to do everything, and we don't know that we need systems. Is that what you recommend? 40-page average? Well, you can do 20 pages, but mine is 40 pages, and I sell it for $14.95. And that's it. So it could be 20 pages. There are no rules. So imagine life with no rules. Like, there are no rules. Like, it could be whatever product you want. Do you want the product to, because it's not about the size. It's about the message and the people you want to serve. I work in healthcare. How do I position myself as an expert in the health and wellness coaching? Well, one of the things that I would suggest that you do right away is to market yourself via article marketing. So I would want you to begin to get your expert voice out there so we can start reading about you in different online publications, so that we can begin to know and see you as an authority, positioning yourself as an expert. There is a difference when you have expertise, but you want to be the person, the voice of the expert advice, so that people see you as the authority. Okay. And so I would begin article marketing, writing articles for major health publications, and simply just start writing them and mailing to them or emailing to them the articles. Keep them 800 to 1,000 words. 800 to 1,000 words. And that's what I would do. That's what I did. My very first article, I ended up getting a column for Family Digest magazine. I did exactly what I'm telling you, 800 to 1,000 words, and I was given a column in Family Digest magazine called Parenting is No Joke. Okay, so I'm telling you, you do one-on-one, correct? I do one-on-one. I charge $1,000 for 1 hour, okay? Or you can book a 5-hour session for $2,400. That's it. And the reason for that is because most people want to work with you for 1 hour, and the reality is I cannot. I have way too many questions. I love it. I love the questions. Take advantage of it. I'm here for you. Please say that again. Okay, I'm thinking you want me to say again. All right, my child was talking. Okay, so I'm not sure what you want me to say again, but let me just say the price. Okay, So 1,000 for an hour, 1-to-1, or a 5-hour session for $2,400, which is really a great deal, because what I know is if you're going to work with me, you need more than 1 hour. Okay, what are we going to do in 1 hour? 1 hour, we're going to come with your strategy, your plan, your unique core positioning, right? What we need to do is, if we're talking about marketing or creating a coaching package for you, or how to monetize your package, or how to find your target audience, or how to create your Facebook marketing strategy so you can get clients coming to you, that's not 1 hour, okay? And anybody that tells you that is not telling you the truth. So I make it easy for you. If you want to work with me for 5 hours, it's $2,500. $2,400, and you save $2,600, right? She does have other programs. I do have other programs. Thank you so much. Who is that? Thank you so much. I have the Core Moms coaching program, and Core Moms is a life and business coaching program for moms. It's specifically for moms. The results are phenomenal, and it's an incredible community of moms. I think some of my Core Mom clients are on here tonight. I just came back in. What about your mom strategist plan? I like it. I need to have a mom strategist plan. I have Core Moms Coaching, I believe is what you're talking about. CoreMomsCoaching.com. It's CoreMomsCoaching.com, or how to start a website. I think that before you start a website, sometimes it's just better to first know who is the site for, right? Because the site is for a certain demographic. Right? And so when you're creating a website, it's not about just slick pages that don't make any money. Thank you so much for putting that there. It's about creating a site that allows you to connect with a certain audience. Isn't that right? Nicole, I appreciate you for putting that there. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's about, a site that allows you to communicate to a certain audience. And I see it all the time. Fancy, slick sites, right? They don't make any money. And at the end of the day, what we want is for you to have a great website that allows you to convert to your target audience. It's not so that you can look at it and be like, oh, this looks so good. This is so great. This is beautiful. Average cost of building a site. And you're not going to believe me when I tell you this, but I have never spent over $500 for my websites. Why? Say, why, Mia? Okay, because I outsource them. So I work with a lot of people in the Philippines and in India, and I teach my clients how to do the same. And I have a virtual assistant that for 40 hours a week, I pay $100 a week, and that includes all kinds of really groovy, cool things. Ninja move, right? So what I'm saying is that exactly. So the reason that you invest in a coach is not what you think. It's to know what they know. And if you know what they know, you can do what they do. Okay. You like my ninja moves? All right. If you know what somebody knows, you can do what they do. But here's the coolest part, is that you have to make sure that whether you work with me or someone else, that your teachers teach you the how to. They got to teach you the how to. Then if you are you, and so are you, you're great. You've got to make sure your teachers teach you the how to, right? It's the resources. It's that whatever your coach is doing, the person that's teaching you is what you're going to be doing. So if your coach is running from one speaking event to the next speaking event to the next speaking event to make their money, guess what you're going to do to make your money? You're going to be doing that. And as long as you're cool with that, then that's fine. Now, for me, I like to make my money passively from my house. I just did a keynote last week in Trinidad, Tobago, right here in my home office. Okay, and I love to make my money passively with a digital strategy. Mia, you need to wear your glasses. You're amazing. Do I need to wear my glasses at? All right, let me get them. 1 second. I can't see. Let's see here. But these are not going to help me right now. I think I need to look at my computer from the comfort of my home. Am I squinting? All right, let me try not to squint. See, you guys ever see me with my glasses on? Okay. They're cute. Okay, let me try this. Let me try my glasses. All right, not do my cute thing. Let me try my glasses. 1 second. Let me clean my glasses. All right. How's that? Is that good? All right, now I can see. Okay. Yes, you are squinting. All right, I'm not squinting anymore. Are we good? All right, lovely. Thanks for the heads up. Thanks for looking out. See, I'm one of those people with contacts in that's in denial that she needs to wear the other glasses so that she can see the box here. See, isn't that crazy? Periscope love. Thank you. All right. So are there any questions for me? I'm Mia Redrick, the mom strategist. I'm sticking to it. You got me. Thank you so much. That's the nurse in you. Okay. And I'm so excited to be working with you this year. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait for you to meet the ladies in the community. They're wonderful. I'm Mia Redrick, the mom strategist, and I support moms with life and business success. And yes, I do wear glasses, even though no one ever sees me with them on. Yes. Are there any other questions for me? I'm here for you. I thought that it would be really cool to do a live coaching call, which I do for all of my Core Mom coaching clients. Where is your retreat at? Oh, man, don't get me talking about that retreat. So, I do this retreat. It's in Baltimore, Maryland. I do a retreat every year for moms. You guys can catch it on catch.me.com. Camille is a smart cookie. Nicole, she is smart. And you know what? I can see now everything. So I didn't even realize I was missing it or I was squinting. Thank you. All right, see? It's not so bad. I'm in denial. I probably need to see a shrink about this, right? Wear your glasses, Mia, so you can see. All right. How about that? I wish you bring the retreat down south. I know. Where are you? You're in Orlando? She can help get babies on the way. I know she can. I'm excited to help her support more women with a passive strategy who are looking to get those babies out. That's going to be exciting and groovy, right? To see your articles out there, Camille, and to see you positioned as the expert. I'm excited about that. She just signed up for Core Moms today, and I'm excited about that. Or upstate New York. You know what? I heard about this place. Where was that in upscale New York? You have us from Orlando on here. Orlando, my friend Celie has gone for the Celie! I love Celie. Okay, so let me tell you, she's a Core Mom coaching client also. Celie is of my mommyhood, and she is fire. And you know what? She is a a Latina brand influencer. She is phenomenal at what she does. I love Celie Aricio. Yeah, she is in Orlando. And I just saw Celie at the retreat 3 weeks ago in Baltimore, Maryland. I do a retreat for moms every year called the Time for Mom-Me-Retreat.com. And it's in Baltimore. It's a 3-day immersive experience for moms. One of my former clients actually, in Core Moms Coaching, Christine St. Ville, did she was our Periscope correspondent. So I don't know if you guys know Christine or not. She did a great job. And you can catch the replays of the retreat, the panel discussion on catch.me, KATCH.me, and just type in my name, Mia Redrick, and you'll be able to see Christine did all of the live Periscopes from there. It was really, really great. Wonderful weekend. You get points for taking care of, yes, catch.me. You get points all weekend for taking care of yourself. I would appreciate the hearts and the love, guys. You get points for taking care of yourself all weekend long. So you do Zumba, yoga, and belly dancing, you get points for it. You go to lunch, you drink water for yourself, you get points for that. The whole idea is that I can talk to you about self-care, or I can challenge you to take amazing and great care of yourself all weekend long and give you points for it. And then the moms with the most, who's cared the best for themselves, right? Gone to the master classes, personal styling sessions. Nordstrom's came out, did a personal styling session. They also did, we had Philosophy come out, as well as Smashbox, the makeup line. It's the makeup that I use. And they gave everybody goodies, like really cool gift bags as well for the moms. So we try to give moms a sample of what it feels like to have an immersive experience all weekend long, where they're completely and absolutely taking great care of themselves. And it's a great time. The tickets are on sale, pre-sale. I don't remember what they are, so I have to look at that to see if you guys are interested. We've already sold 21 tickets for next year. So this is going to be interesting if we're going to be able to stay in the same space. I'm not really sure. Let me tell you how much it is. And you could go to timeformom-me-retreat.com. Timeformom-me-retreat.com. $350. So $350 is the early bird price, and you save $200. and you just hit the register link if you guys want to come. It's an amazing time. I take great care of you. My clients will tell you, anybody that out there that attended the retreat, let them know. I mean, the food is great, minus the fact that we had about 9,000 calories on Friday. The bread pudding was like that big. I was like, okay, I mean, like, is that one dessert, or like, do we share it for the table? Is that each person eats a chunk of bread pudding? Yes. But it's a great, great time. And I attract amazing women who believe in life and business success. And because the assumption is that everybody's brilliant that comes, we really don't have a whole lot of ego issues when you get there, like, at all. So people are very open and very passionate. And you know how, just like I am right now, that's exactly how I am when you meet me. So, which is kind of cool too. People really like it. I've got to build the business that I love to do, and my work is my play. So I'm just so excited. When I get to the retreat, I get to have fun and see my clients. Safe environment, of course. It's a safe environment. It's skyline views all weekend at the Hyatt Regency Baltimore, at the Inner Harbor, and it's a classy event. So if you're into premier restaurants, the Hyatt Regency is a sponsor. Corner Bakery Cafe is a sponsor. We gave away this year, I think, Kindle. We gave away a Kindle. What did we give away? A Kindle, a tablet, and a Fitbit. Those went to the number one, the first three prizes. And then we gave away, I think Philosophy gave away something, and there was jewelry we gave away. But we try to give out really great prizes to reward people for taking great and amazing care of themselves. Just as a reminder that you get to win when you take great care of yourself. Now remember that I'm here doing a live coaching call, which I've not done on Periscope before today, and I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you guys are too, and that it's providing value for you. What I'd like for you to do is, if you have a question for me, just type it in here, and I'd love to answer it. It can be about life or business. I'm a business coach, obviously. I've been a full-time coach for 13 years, and for the last 10 years, I've been that's what I've done exclusively. My husband and I also own a commercial laundry. So if you have a service-based business, a B2B, I'd love to be able to support you in your questions as well. Our laundry business is a mid-size business. So I'm always really excited. I have never done anything extravagant like that. Girl, you need to come on down the road, because let me tell you, once you come one time, you will say that it's not that it's extravagant. It's something you deserve to reinvest in yourself. And everything that we do over the weekend is all about teaching you how to go back home. I believe that when we retreat as moms, you're not trying to retreat to get away from your life. We're trying to learn systems on how to build a life to go back to that you want to enjoy, right? I mean, isn't that important? So I know a lot of times we think of retreating, escaping our lives. Like, how about the life you're in, wanting to be there? Heart it up, people. This is great info. Thank you. Aren't you sweet? Nicole, what are we going to do with you? What are we going to do? What are your strategies for narrowing down or sifting your purpose or gifts you want to monetize? I think that the first thing I like to do is say, what am I already doing all the time for free? Because your passion is something that you already do. You can't stop doing it. Like, if I was in the mall right now and I saw a mom right now and we started to talk right now, we would be talking strategy, because it is my purpose and it is my passion. So my question to you is, what is your purpose? What is your passion? What are you already doing right now? You just find yourself fall into it and you do it all the time. You're surfing for it all the time. You're reading articles all the time because you love that thing. That's how you start. Literally like that. So for me, I like to talk. You surprised? Okay, and I enjoy people, and I love training, and I love being a mom, and I figured I could put those things together and make a business, right? And I told the ladies earlier, I told my husband, I want to go to work as myself. What examples of self-care that you do, okay? No, I do too love your personality. Thank you, I appreciate it. So you're sweet. All right. Examples of self-care, tons. One is I believe that it's important to have a language of self-care. So one of the languages that I have in self-care with my husband, my nose is itching, is that early on, now we've been married almost 20 years. It'll be 20 years, December 29th this year, right? 20 years, okay? Is that I learned a language of self-care with my spouse, which was, do you want to do baths or dishes? And it was always, do you want to do this or that? And the reason that I say that this is self-care is because sometimes for a lot of moms out there, if you have a partner, we never learn a language of getting people around us to help us. And yet I believe that we're building a culture of self-care in our family. And I remember my husband saying, well, I don't want to do either one of those things, but if those are the two choices, then I choose this one. Okay. I'm always searching for time and energy to work on my business with a 2 and 3 year old. Okay. I got you. Then the other thing is, as it relates to self-care ritual, for myself every single day, one of the very first things that